You've felt it, haven't you? A shift, subtle, yet undeniable. Something in the air, something stirring within your soul. As if heaven itself is preparing the way for a sacred revelation. The angels say, he has been changing, not by force, not by fear, but through divine intervention. There is a holy whisper moving through his heart now. What you once sensed in silence and questioned during those aching hours of the night is finally coming to light. The Lord has touched his spirit. Not all at once, but slowly, like dew upon the earth, gentle and sure. This man, the one you couldn't forget, was never just an individual. He was part of your purpose. You didn't just stumble into his life. You were placed there. And your presence began to awaken what had long been buried. He had made peace with the numbness. But then you arrived, and God used you to disrupt his slumber. You showed him something sacred without even trying. Something he didn't believe still existed. A love that doesn't manipulate, a soul that doesn't demand. And now the parts of him he had hidden, even from himself, are coming alive. The angels reveal, this is the work of the divine. Your tenderness, your silence, your prayers, they have all been instruments of God's timing. He is being guided to confront the very things he used to flee from. He may not have voiced the words. He may still seem unsure. But in the spiritual realm, the walls are crumbling. In the unseen, his heart is being softened. And the Lord says, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. Ezekiel 36 verse 26, he is not who he was. And what comes next will confirm what your spirit always knew. He keeps his heart locked like an old cathedral, sacred heavy, echoing with memories he never speaks of. The angels say, he didn't learn to love in safety. He learned through silence. Through being strong when he wanted to be vulnerable. You felt it. His distance isn't rejection. It's protection. Not of you, but of himself. Somewhere along his journey, love became dangerous. Vulnerability turned into exposure. And so when he encountered your depth, your light, your tenderness, he panicked. What you awakened in him wasn't just desire. It was remembrance. Of innocence. Of trust. Of how it once felt to hope without fear. That's why he pulls away, not because he doesn't care, but because caring has always hurt. The angels show me he's trapped in a loop, wanting you, fearing you, wanting you again. Not you the woman, but you the truth. Because you don't just offer connection. You reflect what he's been avoiding. And that is terrifying. He thinks if he lets you in, he'll have to tear down everything he built to survive. His independence, his control, his silence, they've all been shields. But shields, dear soul, can become prisons. The angels whisper, this is not about you being enough. It's about him believing he is. You were never the threat. You were the answer to a question he was too afraid to ask. Could I be loved, as I am? The unraveling has begun. There is a sacred truth the angels want you to remember now. You do not have to dim your light to be seen. His shadows are not yours to carry. And love, true love, does not require your exhaustion. You have poured into him quietly, gently, with an open heart and hands that only wanted to heal. But the angels say, you must not forget to pour into yourself. You are not the rescue. You are the radiance. You are not here to fix a man. You are here to remember who you are while loving someone who is learning how to feel. The divine has watched you in moments no one else saw, holding on in prayer when words failed, giving without asking for anything in return, choosing grace when you deserved clarity. And yet, beloved soul, there is a boundary that heaven itself commands. You must not abandon your own spirit in the name of love. The angels show me your heart, tired, yes, but still open. Longing, yes, but still glowing. You were not made to wait in the dark hoping someone sees your worth. You are the sun. You illuminate without asking for permission. The man you care about, he is growing. But you too are transforming. And that process demands rest, nurturing, and self-devotion. He may come in and out of your life. Let him. But you, anchor yourself in peace. The angels whisper, remain whole, even as he heals. For your wholeness is what first called him home. He looks at you and sees everything he forgot he once longed to be. That's why his gaze lingers a moment too long, and then fades away. Because you don't just reflect beauty, you reflect truth. And truth can feel like fire. The angels say, your presence is an awakening mirror. Not just a comfort. Not just warmth. But revelation. You didn't mean to confront him, yet you did. Without judgment. Without demands. Simply by being. In your joy, he sees what he lost. In your resilience, he encounters the parts of himself he betrayed. And in your light, he cannot hide from his own shadows. That's why he stays silent when you get too close. Why he reaches out, then pulls back. Not because you intimidate him, but because he is still at war with his own reflection. You weren't sent to complete him. You were sent to remind him, the love he's running from, lives inside him too. The angels show me he's learning to face himself through you. Not the mask. Not the performance. But the soul underneath it all. The boy who used to believe in love before life taught him fear. It hurts sometimes, I know, to hold this mirror and face confusion instead of clarity. But you're not here to fix his vision. Only to keep being light. And light, dear soul, always reveals what darkness hides. It began softly, like rain tapping on a sealed window. Barely noticeable, but persistent. The angels say, something inside him is stirring. Not loud. Not obvious. But undeniable. Where there was once indifference, now there's hesitation. Where there was once silence, now there's listening. You didn't beg for this shift. You didn't plead. You simply stayed true. And your truth is the frequency his soul forgot it needed. He finds himself thinking of you at strange times. Feeling warmth at the memory of your smile. Wondering why no one else feels quite like you. This is the awakening, beloved. It doesn't come as thunder. It doesn't come with a grand confession. It arrives in the quiet moments, when the world around him pauses, and he realizes you are still in his heart, and he never truly let you go. The angels show me, his heart is opening. Not all at once. Not in a way you might see. But like a locked door, slowly creaking under the weight of truth. He is not the same. Something about your presence planted a question he cannot unask. What if she was always the one? This shift is sacred. Let it be slow. Let it be real. The angels say, what was once hidden is coming into light. And the light always remembers who called it first. Write this in your spirit, he is waking up. Not to you, but because of you. He comes close, then pulls away. Again. And again. You've lost count, haven't you? The angels see it too. This rhythm of approach and retreat. It feels like rejection, but it isn't. It's recognition and fear. He touches the edge of your soul and feels everything. Too much, too fast. The longing, the home, the peace. And the weight of it terrifies him. Because what you offer is real. And real requires surrender. The angels reveal, he's caught between memory and becoming. Between who he promised he'd never be again, and the man he could become if he lets love in. That's why he ghosts. Why he reaches out and then vanishes. Why one moment you're the answer, and the next, the silence returns. This isn't punishment. This is protection, his, not yours. He believes that if he goes deeper, he will lose control. And control is how he survived the wounds no one knows about. He doesn't want to hurt you. That's why he disappears. Because deep down he knows, if he stays, he'll have to open up. And he's still unsure if he knows how. The angels whisper, every return is not weakness. It is longing. There's a sacred war in his chest. A yearning to stay. A terror of being seen. But remember, he always comes back to your light. Because your soul is the only place that ever felt like truth. He may not say it. He may never find the words. But the angels show me this clearly: your love has been his healing. Not dramatic. Not loud. But steady, like a balm on an ancient wound. There were parts of him untouched by gentleness until you arrived. Places hardened by silence, abandonment, pride. And yet, you didn't try to fix him. You didn't beg to be seen. You simply loved, without needing anything in return. That love? It broke something open. The angels whisper, she didn't heal him with advice. She healed him with presence. He doesn't understand it. How your laughter softened his anger. How your stillness calmed the war inside. You became his safe space, even when he wasn't safe for himself. There were nights he felt lost, and your memory became his prayer. Your kindness, it wrapped around him in unseen ways. And though he may act unchanged, something inside is shifting. He is not who he was before you entered his life. You see, dear soul, love doesn't always shout. Sometimes, it whispers. It holds. It stays when it could walk away. That's what you've given him. And that's why he keeps coming back, not because he needs saving, but because your love reminds him he can be whole. You've been medicine in a world that taught him to numb. There's a quiet thread running through this story, too delicate for the eye, too sacred for the mind. But the soul feels it. The angels say, this is not just a connection. It's a divine appointment. You've questioned the timing, the silence, the delays. But what if every pause was protection? Every detour, divine choreography? Heaven has never been late. The angels reveal, both of you were not ready, until now. He needed to feel the weight of your absence to recognize your presence. You needed to remember your worth in solitude to hold love with strength, not desperation. This isn't about waiting in pain. It's about walking with purpose. Every emotion you've carried, the hope, the ache, the surrender, has been recorded in the heavens. None of it lost. None of it ignored. There is alignment happening in realms unseen. His heart is being nudged gently, his fears dismantled slowly, his vision cleared. And yours, oh dear soul, your heart is being crowned with clarity. You are being led, not abandoned. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. You are not alone on this path. The angels walk with you. The divine goes before you. And love will arrive not hurried but right. He wants to let you in. He truly does. But the doorway to his heart is narrow, carved by old pain and guarded by fears that whisper, not again. The angels say, he aches to love you freely, but he doesn't yet know how to be open without unraveling. Vulnerability, for him, has never been safe. It meant exposure. It meant loss. And in you, he senses something sacred, something that could destroy the walls he built to survive. That's why he lingers in half-truths. Why his eyes say more than his words. He wants to be known. But the thought of being seen in his rawness terrifies him. Not because of you, but because of the reflection he's avoided his whole life. He carries old wounds like sacred scrolls. And though he longs to be held, he fears you'll read too much into his scars, or worse, turn away. The angels reveal this. He's not protecting himself from you. He's protecting the child within him who was once left behind. Still, he watches you. Still, he remembers how you never forced, only welcomed. And that remembrance may one day open what fear has kept closed. This is not rejection. It is retreat. And even retreats, when guided by love, can lead back home. Wait not in pain, but in peace. Because even in hiding, he is still facing you. Let go now, not of him, but of the need to understand everything. The angels say, some love stories are not meant to be solved, only surrendered. You have walked with open hands, loved without guarantees, stayed when leaving might have hurt less. And still, your heart chose faith. That was not weakness. That was holy courage. This chapter, dear soul, is not about chasing or convincing. It is about resting in the knowing that you have already been enough. Not because he says so, but because heaven confirmed it the moment you were sent to cross his path. Some souls are mirrors. Some are messengers. And some are mysteries we don't always get to hold, but will never forget. You have loved well. Now let the river carry what is yours back to you. Not with force, but with grace. If he returns, may it be with truth. If he does not, may you still rise in peace. The angels speak gently now. What is divinely yours will not require you to shrink, chase, or ache. You were never meant to prove yourself. You were meant to shine, and to be met there. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1 verse 9. Walk on, beloved. Not because the story ends, but because love, real love, always finds the way home.